This video has got to be one of the funniest videos that I'm going to make because I just sat here and when I heard this information, I just started laughing. Like, you guys can tell from the title, you guys are probably like, oh, what are you talking about? You're just making this up. But no, I'm being serious. Like, this is a real thing, and it's crazy to me because NBA 2K, I swear, I promise on everything I love, that 2K brings the worst out of people, including people who you wouldn't even think would do things like this. Like, you don't think people would care about this at all. But in this case, it actually matters to people who you think are, you know, living their best life and doing whatever. And I'm not here to belittle anyone or talk bad about anyone, but this situation is more funny than it is serious. I mean, it's definitely going to be serious for the people who are rep grinding and trying to make a name for themselves. I definitely understand that. But for me, myself, I think this situation is pretty funny because it involves a celebrity who is a very well-known person and goes by the name The Game. He's a rapper. He's been in the rap game for a very, very long time. He's very famous, very well-known. Now, how I came across this situation was I was watching a Jumpman Germ video. Shout out Jumpman Germ for this clip. And in the clip, Ronnie2K has a discussion with The Game. Now, The Game's on the phone with Ronnie, and I'll play the clip for you guys so you guys can understand a little bit about what's going on. But basically, The Game is talking to Ronnie about randomly getting banned from a rec game. Now, when I first thought of this, I'm like, you know what? That probably happened because 2K bans people for ridiculous things. But then I tweeted out the clip, and people started telling me other things. But before I get into that, I want you guys to watch the clip of Ronnie in The Game having a conversation on the phone, and then we'll dive into everything else.
I came out of a rec game and I'm banned. I can't connect to the servers.
You got banned? What did you do?
Bro, I didn't do shit. You know, I don't do things.
I know. I'm just playing with you. I'll get them to look into it.
Bro, I was in a rec game, man. Like, what?
That's weird. Alright, I'll take care of it.
Yeah, if it's like if I'm not getting booted by booters, I get banned by like I can't, bro. Like I spent so much money on this game and can't even enjoy myself. This shit is weird, man.
Well, getting banned and getting booted is
As you heard right there, The Game was complaining to Ronnie2K that he got banned for playing a rec game, which when I said originally in this video at the start, that it makes sense. I mean, 2K bans people for things that aren't necessarily their fault. But when I tweeted this video out, like I said, there was a lot of things that were coming up. People started to talk to me about it. People started DMing me about it and saying, hey, look, The Game is actually a person who's been boosting 2K for several years. And as soon as I heard it, you guys are going to think the exact same thing. You're going to say, oh, this is fake. This isn't him. I thought the exact same thing. I thought in my head, I'm like, okay, any normal person that's a millionaire, a millionaire multi-recording artist, I'm pretty sure he's been nominated for Grammys, he has platinum records, you know, you don't really think that those guys would be worried about 2K. And that's what I thought. I'm like, okay, any logical person is going to think the same way I think. Well, I was completely wrong, and that's why I find this situation so funny, is because this is actually The Game. This is actually The Game doing this and boosting. Now, people are saying that he's not the one who actually boosts on his own account. Apparently, he pays people to do that for him, which makes more sense. But this guy is boosting in NBA 2K21, and like I said, he's been boosting in other 2Ks before. I'm going to show you multiple proof of this guy actually boosting. Now, there's a little difference to this because a lot of you guys are going to make comments about the gamer tag and things like that, and trust me, I asked the same exact questions. I was just as confused as you guys were, but the screenshots you're going to see, the first one I want to show you right here is The Game season. Now, this is when he first started playing NBA 2K21, and apparently he got banned and he changed his gamer tag. Now, when he got banned because of his his celebrity status, he was able to actually have his rep transferred over to his new account. So he changed his gamer tag. But the first screenshot you saw was showing The Game season. I'll show his Instagram, and it says that that is his Xbox gamer tag, is The Game season. And he ended up changing his gamer tag. Now, I think his gamer tag now is like G5 season or something like that. Now, every single one of these accounts have been caught boosting. There's multiple clips that I'll show throughout this video to showcase you that this is actually The Game boosting. And I don't want to be like, oh, I'm a snitch or anything like this, but it just blows my mind. And it's very, very, like, I don't want to say it's funny because I know it's going to get a lot of people mad, especially people who are grinding for rep and things like that. But the guy is a millionaire. I mean, we've seen situations with football players, other basketball players, and things like that where they get involved in 2K in terms of scamming, in terms of not paying up in wagers, whatever the case may be. But this right here, I just don't understand why someone with this kind of a status would go out of their way to try to get top rep on a leaderboard for a game they don't really need. I mean, they don't need to be successful on 2K. They're already successful in real life. I mean, me making this video is a joke because the guy's probably going to sit there and laugh because he's a multi-millionaire while I'm sitting here making videos about 2K. You know what I mean? But it doesn't really make sense to me why someone would take the time out of their day to actually go and boost for virtual rep. Not even on top of that, on current gen. Like, on current gen, he's doing this. I said when this video started, I can't believe that this is an actual real thing. Like, I'm still shocked sitting here making this video. Like, I'm still sitting here in my brain, like, why would anyone go out of their way to boost in NBA 2K21 or really boost in any kind of a video game? But I guess if I think about it a little more, it does make sense for them to do it because they probably don't have the time to grind it, and they're probably just gonna pay people to boost on their account. Does that make that okay? No, but do they care? I highly doubt they care about what me or anyone else watching this video thinks of them, because in reality, they're probably living a better life than us. Does that make that okay? Absolutely not. And the frustrating thing about this is the game or anyone who has a high reputation like that are never going to get banned on 2K. They can essentially do whatever they want and they will be able to get away with it. They can boost, they can, boot people offline, they can do whatever they want and there will be nothing done about it. And the reason why there won't be anything done about it is because they probably do so much for 2K in terms of promotion, sales, marketing, and things like that. Like, the game probably tweets out the game, he probably promotes the game multiple times, and he does things for 2K that people like us, normal people like us, can't necessarily do at that kind of a stage. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying it makes it right, but I'm just saying that the game or anyone else who has a very, very high celebrity status is probably never going to get banned, even if they do boost, even if they do certain things that are really bad. They're never ever going to be held accountable because of the status they hold with their name. And another thing I want to talk about while we're on this topic is Joe Knows actually tweeted out a tweet a couple of days ago about the game, and this caught me completely off guard because I was sent this while I was making this video. Apparently Joe Knows and the game had a wager in Pro-Am, and the game just didn't pay up. And Joe Knows isn't the only person that the game apparently has not paid up in wagers. He apparently hasn't paid other people as well. This guy's boosting on NBA 2K21. He's been boosting for years, and he calls Ronnie, starts freaking out, asking why he got banned. The crazy thing is when he called Ronnie on the phone there and he got banned, he probably got banned for boosting, because what happens is, what I'm assuming is what happens is that other people get on the game's account and they just throw lobs in dead parks, like the clips that you guys watch in this video. They get rep and they beat everyone else out of the rep race, and then the game can go on. He can flex, he can brag about the fact that he has the best account in the world, whatever, because I've seen him tweet about it, I've seen him talk about it, I've seen him brag about the fact that he's top rep, but he boosted for it. I'm assuming he just pays people to boost while he goes out and lives this amazing life. But still, it blows my mind that this guy is boosting in NBA 2K, scamming people in wagers. I don't understand. I don't get why people do that if you live such a great life. Like, what do you get out of that? I don't know. Like I said, I have no problem with the game. I'm just sitting here reporting what's going on in the community. When I read this, I was absolutely blown away. The people with the best lives still seem to do the most bizarre things I've ever seen in my entire life. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like. Do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.